Today we're going to be talking about something that a lot of you have probably wondered, and that is, should I be using my airline credit card for everything? Now, if you travel at least somewhat often and are loyal to an airline, you might think, yes, you should. After all, you're getting miles that you can use for travel, boosts to your airline elite status, and maybe some other perks as well. But if you've got this nagging feeling like maybe it's not the best money move, your intuition is correct. And today we're going to break that down. Now, when thinking about whether you should use your airline credit card for everything, you have to think about alternatives. If you're not using your airline credit card, what rewards could you be earning? Now, those alternatives are going to be different for everyone. If you've gone all in with US Bank, your alternative might be 4% cash back everywhere with the Smartly Visa. Or if you play the category bonus game, your alternative might be 5 points per dollar on any given purchase. But for this video, we're going to keep it simple. There are a bunch of credit cards out there that can give you 2% cash back with no annual fee and no strings attached. And I've got links in the description to a list covering the best 2% credit cards. If you don't have one in your wallet, you should definitely check that out. Now, the biggest thing you need to remember is that you can always earn 2% cash back on all of your purchases with a no annual fee credit card. Let's make this simple. If you charge $10,000 to a card that earns 2% cash back, you'll earn $200. And that means that putting that $10,000 of spending on an airline credit card effectively costs you $200. So you'd better be getting something more valuable in return. And for most airline credit cards, you're not getting more value for your everyday spending. Almost all airline credit cards give you 1 mile per dollar on purchases outside of a few bonus categories. But what are those airline miles worth? Ultimately much less than you probably think. Most airline miles on Delta, American, and United will get you about 1 cent of travel on that airline and its partners. So if you spend $10,000 on a credit card, you can have either about $100 of travel on your preferred airline or $200 cash. I know which one of those I'd rather have. Now, you'll see plenty of influencers telling you that airline miles are the way that you can fly to the Maldives in first class, fly on Emirates and take a shower on a plane, or send your entire family on a European vacation in luxury for pennies on the dollar. And yes, airline miles can enable some of these once-in-a-lifetime experiences. But those types of redemptions are usually done through international airline programs and transferable points like Chase Ultimate Rewards and Citi Thank You Points. I'll cover these types of redemptions in a future video, so go ahead and subscribe if you want to see that. The fact is that getting these types of redemptions with the miles you'll earn from an American, Delta, United, Alaska, or Southwest credit card is vanishingly rare. In most cases, you're probably going to be redeeming your miles for trips within the United States and getting about $100 of travel on your preferred airline for every 10,000 miles you redeem. But what about elite status? Elite status can be pretty valuable. You get priority handling when your travel gets disrupted, you can get access to better seating options, and sometimes you can even get upgraded if you happen to be flying to Wichita on the 9 p.m. flight on a Tuesday in February. United, American, and Delta all let you earn a boost to your airline elite status through spending on their credit cards. So let's take a quick look at that. American Airlines is the most generous of the big three when it comes to earning elite status with its credit cards. To go from mid-tier Advantage Platinum status to Platinum Pro requires an additional 50,000 loyalty points. That's $50,000 of spending on an American Airlines credit card. Sure, you'll get 50,000 miles from that spending, but you're giving up $1,000 of cash back that you could be earning with a 2% card. And with the other airlines, it gets much more expensive. On United, the difference between Premier Gold and Premier Platinum is 6,000 Premier qualifying points. Even if you're using United's most expensive credit card, that means $90,000 of spending or $1,800 cash back that you're giving up. On Delta, going from Gold to Platinum requires earning an additional 5,000 medallion qualifying dollars, which requires $50,000 of spending on Delta's most expensive SkyMiles Reserve cards, which carry a $650 annual fee. And if you only pay $350 for one of the Platinum cards, that's a whopping $100,000 of spending that you'll need to jump just one status level. Is the difference between Gold and Platinum status worth what you're giving up in cash back? I'll leave that for you to decide. Now, there are some cases where it can absolutely make sense to use your airline credit card for everyday spending, but only to a point. Some cards will give you a bonus that can make up the difference between the miles you're earning and the cash back you could be earning once you reach certain spending thresholds. The Delta SkyMiles Gold cards award a $200 Delta flight credit after spending $10,000 on the card in a year. The Advantage Aviator Red card offers a companion certificate after spending $20,000 in a year. And you can earn a Southwest Companion Pass with the miles you earn from credit cards, which might be well worth it depending on your travel patterns. Now, perks like these might mean it makes sense to use your credit card everywhere, but only to a point. Once you've spent just enough to earn a flight credit, certificate, or companion pass, the marginal rewards you'll get from putting additional spending on your card are worth much less than you'll earn with a 2% cashback credit card. The best way to think about airline credit cards is the way you think of a subscription to a streaming service or something like Amazon Prime or Walmart Plus. You're paying a subscription price, the card's annual fee, for access to a set of benefits. Sure, the airlines want you to use your card for spending. They'll make more money off you when you do. But until you're getting more value from that spending than you'd get from a no annual fee, 2% cashback credit card, it's simply not worth it to charge purchases to your airline credit card. Now I've got more videos coming up about how you can earn more miles and points on your spending and how to use transferable points. So subscribe if you want to see those, but let me know what you want to hear about in the comments. With that, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon.